And now, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we have been waiting for. The door of Air Force One has opened and emerging now, President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. Stepping out from the aircraft cabin, the President pauses briefly at the doorway, acknowledging the ceremonial reception that awaits him below. The bright Malaysian sun reflects off the Air Force One, creating a striking image of power and diplomacy, a moment that will be remembered in both nations' history. And there it is, a historic moment captured live here at Complex Bunga Raya, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. A warm handshake just now between Prime Minister and President of the United States. And now both leaders, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump, walk side by side along the red carpet here at Complex Bunga Raya. It is a graceful moment of diplomacy, a gesture of friendship that speaks of mutual respect between ASEAN, Malaysia and the United States. Following the ceremonial honors, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim is introducing President Donald Trump to members of the Malaysian cabinet and senior government officials gathered here at the Complex Bunga Raya. And this is indeed a rare and historic moment unfolding live here at Complex Bunga Raya. For the very first time, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump stand together, two leaders from two nations meeting face to face on Malaysian soil. It is a scene filled with significance, the convergence of leadership, experience and vision. And for Malaysia and ASEAN, this meeting represents continuity and confidence in global diplomacy. For the United States, it reaffirms the strength of friendship and cooperation with a steadfast partner in Southeast Asia. And the exchange between the two leaders is warm, courteous and genuine. You can see the mutual respect, a reflection of Malaysia's diplomatic grace and the American spirit of engagement. Moments like this, though brief, carry the weight of decades of partnerships and the promise of future collaboration. And what a wonderful sight we are witnessing right now at Complex Bunga Raya. In rare and light-hearted moment, President Donald Trump has joined the Malaysian dancers, moving to the cheerful rhythm of the ensemble, a spontaneous gesture of goodwill that instantly lights up the ceremony. the ceremony continues. We can see Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump engaging in a light and friendly conversation here on the tarmac of Complex Bunga Raya. And parked nearby is the presidential limousine, the family black state car known worldwide for its security and symbolism. And beside it, the Malaysian Prime Minister's vehicle, ready to lead the convoy. Both are surrounded by tight yet discreet coordination from the Royal Malaysia Police, the US Secret Service and the airport security personnel. Now both Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and President Donald Trump enter the vehicle, the motorcade doors closing gently behind them. In just a moment, the convoy will depart from Complex Bunga Raya, making its way toward Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre, where the ceremony will continue.
Please welcome the Prime Minister of Malaysia, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Thailand, the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and the President of the United States of America.
Well, this is so exciting because we did something that a lot of people said couldn't be done, and we saved maybe millions of lives on this one peace deal itself. And I'll tell you what makes me so happy is the two countries we're dealing with, and the third that helped so much. I appreciate so much. Maybe it couldn't have been done without you, but they really like each other. I'm not used to that when I do these deals. Usually there's a lot of hatred. They liked each other. So it made it a little bit easier. But millions of people are alive today because of this peace treaty. So before I begin, I want to extend our deepest condolences to the Prime Minister, Newton, as well as His Majesty, the King of Thailand, and the entire nation on the passing of Her Majesty, Queen Sirikhet, the Queen Mother, and a beautiful, incredible woman who is so respected all over the world, actually respected. I know the people of Thailand will remember her forever as the embodiment of dignity, kindness, and grace. This just happened. But this is a woman who was so loved and respected. Today we honor the memory by bringing the blessing of peace to the nation she dearly loved. She loved this nation like few people love their nations. This is a momentous day for all of the people of Southeast Asia as we sign a historic agreement to end the military conflict between Cambodia and Thailand. And we're so honored to be involved in that. It's so important to me. Two great countries, but they were going at it. I want to congratulate the two courageous leaders, and that's what they are. They were courageous, who are taking this monumental step. Prime Minister Hun Manet and Prime Minister Newton. I also want to thank Prime Minister Anwar of Malaysia. I called him right at the beginning, and I said, you know, you have two countries that are fighting right next to you. We need a third place. We need a sort of a neutral place, right? And he was there, and I said to him, you know, if we get this solved, I'm coming to your country. And I told the truth, didn't I? A lot of times they say that, and that's the last you ever see. But I felt I had an obligation to come because you were so great, and the two men alongside of you are so great. Historic figures now. They're really historic figures. So I felt it was an obligation I had. I told it to you. That was about a year ago, and all of this has taken place. It's been so beautiful to see. It had started, and there was a lot of killing, and then when we got it stopped very quickly in this case. Some we did in 32 years. It took 32 years to get them stopped. They were fighting for a long time. This was very nasty, but it was stopped very quickly before it started. And the two leaders have great respect for each other. But the Prime Minister played a very important role in helping convene the two sides for discussions here in Kuala Lumpur. Earlier this year, an armed clash broke out along the border of these two countries. Really ancient countries by most standards. They've been long time, tremendous cultures, resulting in numerous deaths and thousands and thousands of people displaced from their homes. It was starting because of America's strong commitment to stability and peace in this region and every region where we can do it. My administration immediately began working to prevent the conflict from escalating. I held phone calls with both leaders. I was actually at Turnberry in Scotland when I did this. And we had a lot of phone calls, the three of us and then the four of us. We had a lot of phone calls. It was a beautiful day. I remember how beautiful it was. Turnberry is a great place, but I said, this is much more important than playing around the Gulf. So we sat there all day long making phone calls, and it was amazing the way it came together very quickly. I mean, really very quickly. You caused me very good entertainment. I could have had a lot of fun, but this is much more fun for me than anything having to do with almost anything, because you're saving people and saving countries. But ask them to choose the path of prosperity and peace over needless bloodshed and war. At the end of July, after extremely productive discussions, we reached a ceasefire agreement. And now these gentlemen, and they really are gentlemen, high-quality people, both went to college in the United States, and now these gentlemen are about to sign what we're calling the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accords. Good name. Both countries are agreeing to cease all hostilities and work to build good neighborly relationships, which have already started. 18 Cambodian prisoners of war will be released, and under this agreement, observers from ASEAN countries, including Malaysia, will be deployed to make sure that the peace prevails and endures. I have no doubt that it will. We have another situation like that right now in the Middle East, and Gaza. You might have read a little bit about Gaza, and that's another one we're very proud of. But we have a lot of people watching that. A lot of people. I think this is a much different kind of a thing. The two countries are getting along really well. Today, alongside this peace treaty, we also are signing a major trade deal with Cambodia and a very important critical minerals agreement with Thailand. The United States will have a robust commerce and cooperation transactions, lots of them, with both nations as long as they live in peace. And I really feel that when we make deals, we see two countries that we do a lot of business with. We do a lot of business with both of them. We have to use that business to make sure they don't get into wars. But this is going to be a very long peace. So as you know, this is one of 8 wars that my administration has ended in just 8 months. We're averaging one a month. There is only one left, although I heard that Pakistan and Afghanistan have started up, but I'll get that solved very quickly. I know them both, and the Pakistan, the Field Marshal and the Prime Minister are great people, and I have no doubt we're going to get that done quickly. That one started up a few days ago. And I just feel it's something I can do. I do it nicely. I don't need to do it, I guess, but if I can take time and save millions of lives, that's really a great thing. I can't think of anything better to do. But the 8 wars that my administration has ended in just 8 months, there's never been anything like that. Never. There never will be either. I can't think of any president that ever solved one war. I don't think anybody. They start wars, they don't solve them. So nothing like this has been done in history, and it's an honor to be involved. On behalf of the United States, I'm proud to help settle this conflict and really develop good friendships, including people that work with each team. Look at these very distinguished people, except for my people. My people are much less distinguished, but they're very good. But look, my people understand the joke. But look at these very distinguished people, and I've gotten to know them. I want to thank Marco Rubio for being here. He was great. You always help. He's born for this job. He really was. He was born for this job. Secretary of State Jameson, thank you very much for all you did on helping too. He's the foremost expert on trade, and we're going to be doing another couple of stops where we'll be talking about no war, just pure trade. We'll be talking to President Xi in a day. We'll be stopping at Japan. We'll be stopping at South Korea, and we'll be doing some other things, but they're more related to trade. But on behalf of the United States, I'm proud to help settle this conflict and forge a future for the region where proud independent nations can prosper and thrive, safety, security, and peace. It's an amazing thing that's happened to the United States because a year and a half ago, we were a dead country. We were actually a dead country, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. And when I called you, we were in the process of becoming hot. It's actually quite a while right now, but we were sort of on our way, and we had won the election big in a massive amount. And so I was respected when I called you, and it was a little bit easier. I think it's easier when you respect somebody than if you don't respect somebody. If you don't respect somebody, it never happens. But I won't forget that day because it was one of the first wars that I got involved in, and I love doing it. It's like, I shouldn't say it's a hobby because it's so much more serious than a hobby, but it's something that I'm good at, and it's something I love to do. The United Nations should be doing this, but they don't do it. They don't do it. They turned off my teleprompter when I made a speech. I had to make a speech without a teleprompter. They're good at that. The escalator wasn't working too well. It came to a complete halt. But, the United Nations has such great potential. I wish they could do it. They didn't get involved with us at all. We just did the deal and reported the deal, and everybody was sort of amazed that we got it done so quickly and so nicely. But now I'd like to ask Prime Minister Anwar to say a few words, and then we'll hear from Prime Minister Hun Manet and Prime Minister Newton. And these are, I just have to say it for a last time, these are incredible men. The way they came together, the way they worked so hard, and we worked long hours. It was not long days because the days were few in number, but the hours were very long and very intense. There was a lot of intensity going on because there was a lot of shooting happening while we were talking. That brings it to a new level. And the three men sitting there should really be credited with having done just an incredible job for humanity. Thank you all very much. It's an honor to have worked with you. Appreciate it. Please.
Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for giving us this honor. And on behalf, of course, Malaysia and our colleagues in ASEAN, I must thank you for your concern, for your empathy, and for your commitment to support this peace deal. When I first received your call and then urging me to do more, supporting our initiative, and you personally did call both prime ministers to urge for a speedy peace settlement, I would say a great thank you. And we, of course, admire your tenacity, your courage, because the world needs leaders who promote peace strongly. And to achieve that, you have to break some rules, as you did today. When President arrived, he asked me to join him in the car. I said that's against the security and protocol rules. And he was delighted to break the rules, and I...
A nice ride.
It was a nice ride. And we share a lot of things in common. I was in prison, but he almost got there. But very good exchanges on a number of issues. Of course, priority is, of course, the peace deal. Thank you, both prime ministers. You did a great job. We are delighted to have you as colleagues, as true friends, and you understand the need to secure peace to save our people. And also the ASEAN position as a region of peace and prosperity. And I must also share with you here that I took the opportunity, full opportunity, without Secretary Rubio knowing this, exploring other issues too, and thank the President for his effort to secure peace in many parts of the world, including Gaza, and urging him to remain focused and ensure that there's a comprehensive peace that the world requires. And I am delighted, truly, President, to hear from you personally how determined you are to ensure that peace is achieved in the most intractable areas, almost impossible. But you did it, and we have shown our support and call on the United States in particular to continue this with the support of many, not only neighbors, but the part of the world. But I must also take this opportunity to thank Secretary Rubio, Jamison, and Ambassador Kagan, because they were very helpful. I mean, you didn't say that, but I must say that, because they were extremely helpful in ensuring that you come here. I mean, I wasn't sure when you said to me, yes, Prime Minister, I know I'm coming. Well, I'm not sure, because, you know, I deal with a lot of politicians. But you are an exception. Thank you, Mr. Donald Trump. Thank you very much again.
President Donald Trump, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today marks a historic moment, profound significance for Cambodia and Thailand, a day that reaffirms our shared conviction that peace is always possible when nations have the courage and wisdom to pursue it together. On behalf of the Cambodian peoples, I wish to express my deepest gratitude to President Donald J. Trump for his decisive leadership and steadfast commitment to supporting the lasting peace between Cambodia and Thailand, and for his tireless efforts to make it a reality. I also wish to convey my sincere appreciations to Prime Minister Anwar for his unwavering support and facilitation throughout this peace process until successful conclusions. I further extend my appreciations to my ASEAN colleague, China, and other partners who have been supporting the ceasefire from the beginning. The principles that underpin this joint declaration are those that Cambodia holds dear. That no matter how difficult or complex our dispute may be, they must always be resolved through peaceful means in full conformity with existing treaties and international law. Cambodia reaffirms a strong commitment to fully and faithfully implementing these joint declarations and to continuing to work closely with Thailand and all our partners to ensure that this peace endures and brings tangible benefit to our peoples. We look forward to continued support and contribution of international communities and partners to fruitful realizations of the joint declarations. As we speak, I think our two commanders are discussing on the possibility of start of withdrawal, partial withdrawal of the first phase of our heavy weapons as an indication of our willingness to show that the execution of the joint declarations. At the same time, I strongly hope for the prompt release of our 18 soldiers on humanitarian grounds and as agreed in the joint declarations. Finally, recognizing your unwavering dedications and resolute effort to promote peace, and not only between Cambodia and Thailand, but also among other nations. And reflecting the gratitude of the Cambodian peoples, I have nominated President Donald J. Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. And he, like I say, peace saved life. And this is the wish of our Cambodian people as appreciations for the President. So thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
President Trump, Prime Minister Anwar, Prime Minister Hun Manet, Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, today marks a new chapter for Thailand and Cambodia. Today we take a concrete step towards peace. I would like to thank Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim for the leadership as ASEAN Chair and your strong efforts in upholding ASEAN unity. And I also wish to express my sincere appreciation to President Donald J. Trump for your personal dedication to peace between our two countries. And in addition, I thanks so much for the kind words of condolences that the President has given to our country on the great loss of our beloved Queen Mother. It means a lot to Thai people. We have come a long way since agreeing to the ceasefire here in Malaysia on 28th of July. The discussions since then have led to this important outcome, which is the signing of our joint declaration today. And I have to thank Prime Minister Hun Manet for his cooperation and support that led us to this moment. Thailand stands for peace. This declaration reflects our will to resolve differences peacefully, in full respect of sovereignty and territorial integrity. This declaration, if fully implemented, will provide the building blocks for a lasting peace. But more importantly, it will begin the process of mending our ties. Our border communities have been divided by conflict, and innocent civilians have suffered immense losses. This declaration places a firm responsibility on our two parties to act. I believe we can achieve what seemed beyond reach a few months ago. To this end, I welcome the agreement that following the signing of this joint declaration today, both sides will begin implementing all the agreed points, in particular promptly removing heavy weapons from the border areas to ensure the safety of our people, to build confidence and trust. And Thailand will also begin the process of releasing the 18 detained Cambodian soldiers. We have a responsibility to act in earnest and in good faith, and that will restore livelihoods and protect the well-being of our communities along our shared border. To achieve real change on the ground, what we agree on here must be implemented. Only then can we truly turn to a new page. Only then can we assure that our people's security and safety. Only then can we achieve real peace. This is what our people expect of us, and this is what they deserve. Peace with dignity. Going forward, I call on our friends to continue supporting this process so that the joint declaration is implemented fully and in good faith, rebuilding stability, trust, and renewed cooperation between Thailand and Cambodia and across our region. I am also pleased that today we announced the joint statement on a framework for a U.S.-Thailand agreement on reciprocal trade, which I hope will facilitate our negotiations on tariffs for conclusion by end of this year. We will also sign the MOU between our governments on cooperation on critical minerals, which will further promote resilient and sustainable supply chains for years to come. Thank you once again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Smart auto pens. Congratulations. Thank you very much, everybody.
We have additional agreements, Mr. President.
Yes.
We have the Cambodian trade deal, and we have the critical minerals agreement to sign.
We're going to sign that. We're
More
signing our
agreements.
trade deal. I thought we could forget about this. Yeah. They make a very good deal.
This is the Cambodian trade deal, Mr. President.
And this is a great deal for both countries. This is very great. Okay. Very good. That's a good move. What do we hold on? Go ahead. Let's hold it. All of them together.
I'm just witness.
Now we can do a merger on this one.
Have another one.
I'll collect them.
Thank you very much, and congratulations, everybody. Very big deal. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I will have to meet your team to thank them.
Oh, please, go ahead. Let's go.
Let's go. No, I'm going to get this pen.
Okay. It's a very interesting signature.
Not as interesting as yours.
Both pretty good. That's a very interesting signature he's got. Wait a minute, I'll show that.
This is a White House pen.
Look at his signature. How interesting is that? Right? It's very different. It's very good. Very artistic, actually. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations, and thank you, Jameson. Great job. Appreciate it. Marco, thank you very much.
Second agreement, critical minerals, Mr. President.
Okay?
Right here, sir.
Agreement on critical minerals. This is your economy, and it's very important that we cooperate as willing partners with each other to ensure that we can have smooth supply chains, secure supply chains, for the quality of life for our people and security of our economy.
Right.
Okay.
Joe, go ahead.
Well, we're looking forward to technology that the U.S. going to bring on this.
See, we have a good team. Good team can hear them. Right.
Okay.
Is that all?
That it? Thank you very much. Now we're going to the Asean.
Yes, ASEAN.
And we're going to have a lot of different leaders. We'll be with them for a little while, and then we'll stay here tonight, and we'll head off to a very beautiful country tomorrow. We have some very good, interesting deals, as you know, to be made. And then the following day, as you know, we meet President Xi of China.
Yeah, we'll all be there.
And that should be, are you going to be there?
Yeah, APEC meeting.
Oh, good. At APEC, yes. So it'll be, it's quite a period. It's quite an interesting time, isn't it? Huh?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you.
I invite you to deliver your opening remarks.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here. So many friends in this room and so many new friends. I want to thank Prime Minister Anwar for hosting us, spectacular man, and for organizing this year's ASEAN Summit here in beautiful Kuala Lumpur. As you know, this has been an incredibly successful day for Malaysia. Great honor to be here. I promised I'd be here when the Prime Minister helped us so beautifully with our peace treaty among two very friendly countries, I think we can say right now. And here I am, and it's really something to see what you've done for the United States and for all nations across this magnificent region. They're all watching and they're seeing what's taking place. Thank you very much. It's a great honor. Today, the Prime Minister and I signed a major trade deal between the United States and Malaysia, and together we took part in the signing of a historic peace agreement ending the hostilities between Cambodia and Thailand. We're calling it the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accords. I once again want to congratulate Prime Minister Hun Manet of Cambodia and Prime Minister Anut of Thailand, who had to return home because of the Queen's passing. This magnificent woman, known all over the world and respected by everybody. But this was a great achievement that she was very proud of. I also want to thank the other ASEAN countries for agreeing to send observers, and in most cases, your heads of state, because I don't see too many observers, I only see heads of state, to help ensure a lasting settlement. Today's signing represents just one of 8 conflicts that we've ended in 8 months of the Trump presidency. I'm very honored to have done it. We saved millions of lives. That also includes the end of the war in Gaza. We've signed a very strong agreement. We have 59 countries involved, and we have numerous of them right here at this table. Like, as an example, Indonesia, my new friend. Thank you very much for helping. We appreciate it. I want to thank Malaysia and Brunei as well as my friend, President Prabowo of Indonesia, for their incredible support of these efforts to secure the new day for the Middle East. It really is a new day. There's never been a period of time like this. The Middle East will have peace after 3,000 years. This is a very strong peace. It's going to be an everlasting peace. It's true. It really is a true pleasure to be back with all of you in Southeast Asia, almost some of America's most important allies and countries and partners. In the entire world, they look up to you. I'm here on a mission of friendship and goodwill and to deepen our ties of commerce, to strengthen our common security, and to really promote strongly stability, prosperity, and peace for all of the countries in this room and long beyond this room. That's why I'm delighted that in addition to the agreement with Malaysia this week, we're also signing or nearing completion on trade deals with many other Indo-Pacific partners from Cambodia to Japan to South Korea. We're delighted to forge richer partnerships on energy technology, artificial intelligence, critical minerals, and other industries. The United States is having its golden age. Last year, we were a country that was doing very poorly under a different semi-leadership. I don't even call it a leadership. But this year, we're doing numbers that nobody ever thought it was possible for any country to do. We'll be, at the end of my first year, over $20 trillion worth of investment into the United States. There's no country anywhere that's ever done anything close to that. The United States last year, for the 4 years it was announced, did less than $1 trillion, and we're going to be doing over 20. That's quite a difference. I'd like to just say the United States is for you. It's committed to a free and open and thriving Indo-Pacific. My message to the nations of Southeast Asia is that the United States is with you 100%, and we intend to be a strong partner and friend for many generations to come. 1 year ago, we were in a different position, but now we're in the best position we've ever been. And I really do. I say it's the golden age of America, the golden age of the United States. Together we'll create incredible prosperity for the nations on both sides of the Pacific Ocean and to seize new opportunities for all of our people. It's really been an amazing experience. I've been here for a day, but it's been an amazing experience to see some of the things that you've done. And the Prime Minister made sure I saw everything, every single thing. When I said, well, that's okay, maybe I'll take it easy for a little while, I said, no, I have other things to show you. We even rode in the car together, and he's something. But America's ties to this region date back to early days of our republic when fearless Americans voyaged across the Pacific to establish outposts of trade and diplomacy here in Asia. Those bonds forged so long ago continue to strengthen and grow to this day, including here in Kuala Lumpur. I'm looking forward to speaking with many of you today and also at APEC in South Korea later this week, where we're heading. Once again, thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister, and thank you to everyone in this room. You are spectacular leaders. You are incredible people. Your energy, your genius, everything you do, and I say it truly, everything you touch turns to gold. And you can be very proud of it. Other parts of the world are not like this. You're very special people, and it's a very, very special place. Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, members of the media. We kindly